You kind of failed the don't talk about the curb stomping challenge. You failed the don't go American History X mode challenge. Jesus Christ. And the thing is, like, the guy who was messing with him is evil, undoubtedly. But it's all in the way you respond, right? And Fousey's a very mentally ill person. I don't think he has the faculties, the mental ability to not be able to respond in such a toxic way. Like, he can't help but feed into it. This is his major problem. This is the #1 issue with Fousey. He can't stop himself. Now, I've been following the Fousey Tube story for quite a while. You know, I'm a kind of a Fousey fan, actually. I think he's really funny. And Connor X8 looks like he made a video about Fousey coming back. He finally went live and it was bad. I was hoping to make a video about this. Doesn't look like I'm going to have time. So, we're going to watch Connor's video. His channel's been blowing up a lot recently. I like Connor stuff. Let's dive right in.
Fousey has gone live again, randomly out of the middle of nowhere. He didn't make an announcement. He wasn't hyping this up. He just decided to hit go live and basically completely go crazy on stream.
But the thing is, not even that long ago, I remember Fousey posting about how he would, like, never come back. Let me see if I can find this. I have it saved somewhere. Yeah, he had this whole... Hold on, actually, I have images of this. I have the entire thing saved. He made this long post, like, what was this? This is on June 3rd, so, like, 3 weeks ago. He made this long post about how he, like, didn't want to come back. As you know, it's been almost an entire year since I've been on social media. I need to be brutally honest about where I am. Ever since the live streaming incident last year that changed everything again, I've been suffering deeply, and I don't know how to escape this pain. Every day I feel trapped in my own mind, suffocating and battling suicidal thoughts. I even attempted to take my own life this year and failed. Now I feel like a dead man walking, emotionless, empty, stuck in a cycle of despair. I feel bad for Fousey. I mean, he very much types like a... Is it insensitive to say he types like an anime character? Like, everything is so planned out. I guess that's kind of a bipolar thing, right? They talk in a very grandiose way. I can just imagine, like, Naruto being like, now I feel like a dead man walking, emotionless, empty, and stuck in a cycle of despair. You know what I mean? Main character syndrome. To be clear, I do feel bad for Fousey. I'm not trying to shit on him. I think he is clearly a very mentally ill person. So I'm not trying to shame him or whatever. I know we've heard this before. He does this every year. Here we go again. And it's true. I've gone through this every year because I haven't ever beaten it. Quite frankly, this oppression is going to be a lifelong battle. But it's what I'm hoping to learn how to overcome and get on top, instead of having it run the show as it has been my whole life, or even worse, having it end me as it's trying to. It tries to say no one gets it, no one will get it. They've heard this before. The only way to make them understand and show them how painful it is to, and then I assume he means end his life. I lived my entire life with a sense of something missing, always feeling different from others, not able to laugh naturally, be happy, feel worthy, feel connection, feel love. I've always wanted to feel normal, whatever that means, which is why I always hid behind a persona and character that wasn't me. Fousey. I never created a life for Yusuf. I never built a life for Yusuf. I never lived as Yusuf. I always hid behind an ego inflated by external materialism and validation, and as a version of who I thought the world wanted me to be, which is why now, when Yusuf is all that's left, I feel so empty. Success in Hollywood, stand-up comedy, motivational speaking, writing a book, and winning top YouTube awards never filled the void inside me. Speaking of YouTube awards, you guys have seen when Fousey won a YouTube award, right? This is like the greatest award speech of all time.
First off, I want to dedicate this award to the DOF Brubber as the best family on YouTube. Second off, this year I became one of the most hated YouTubers on the platform. That's maybe because I let Rice Gum punch me in the face, or maybe because I came out and said 99% of the pranks on YouTube are fake. But I want to say this. For a long time, I looked at myself in the mirror and I based myself based on what I read on the comments. I felt worthless. I felt ugly. I felt gay. I felt that just based on what they told me.
Based on what they told me. You, bro. This is why Fousey's such a legend. There's no one more entertaining than this guy. There's literally no one more entertaining than Fousey. You'll never find someone. I'm not 100th as entertaining as Fousey. Nobody's ever made fun of him as 100th as entertaining as Fousey tube. He is so funny. I've risen and fallen so many times, each fall harder than the last. Now this is my biggest fall and I have no tricks left up my sleeve. I have no purpose outside of merely existing day in and day out. The cow was milked. The cow was milked. I'm exhausted and out of superhero powers. Had I done things right, I would have sustained the success. Built on top of it. I should have so much to show for my 13 plus years of the game. I was selling merch outside of my house in 2011, traveling internet. What do you mean outside of his house? He was like handing it to people on the street? Traveling internationally for performances, had a fitness channel before Instagram was even an app, had a podcast and gaming channel in 2015, and vlogged years of my life daily. I say all that to show it's not like I haven't done anything and I'm unable to do for myself. It's that I've done everything and lost everything. I should have built out the businesses, bought the rental property, started the nonprofit, created everlasting success. Yet I have literally nothing to show for everything outside of my platforms, which I now do not use, and this is all my fault. No excuses and no one to blame. Just a culmination of me screwing up my life royally and repeatedly. Well, I mean, it sounds like he's self-aware about it at least. I mean, he does type like main character type thing, but he clearly knows he messed up, right? When Fousey said the N-word, he did say the N-word, didn't he? On stream. That was awesome. Imagine if I did this. Imagine this is how I reacted.
I never use that word. I swear to God, this isn't content. I never use that word. I've listened to rap songs every day on this subathon, and I always change it out for brother. I had a tweet that literally said,
Bro, you're like Arab. You can say it. I'm not going to stop you. I'm Arab. I can say it. You can say it. Hassan can say it. You can all say it. My spirit is broken. My confidence is shot. My heart is hardened. And I know. You've done it 20 times. Now do it 21. You can get it back. But I'm not the same person anymore, and that's where the frustration lives. I cannot pour out an empty pot. I've tried everything to regain some sanity. Ketamine, ayahuasca, mushrooms, buff, medicine, talk that, yeah, I'm sure just doing drugs. When you're mentally ill, doing drugs is the thing that's going to fix it all, right? That's going to fix everything. When you're bipolar, doing mushrooms is a great idea, Fousey. Jesus, bro. I went to Mecca with my mom this year to perform Umrah, hoping for some solace, yet I still feel lost and hopeless. The years of success and fame were just band-aids over deep wounds. Even at my highest points, I was never truly happy or fulfilled, which is why I lost everything repeatedly. Now I'm at ground zero with nothing left, feeling like Clark Kent trapped by kryptonite, unable to find my way back to Superman. I mean, very... Jesus, dramatic wording. I definitely believe he's you know, he's f***ed up mentally. He's got serious problems. If you're typing like that in the first place, you definitely got some serious issues, bro. Feel bad for him.
Even though he was talking about how content and the internet has ruined his life less than a few weeks ago. I covered the super long, depressing tweet that he made in this video on screen, and I feel like I can confidently say that he was basically ignoring everything he said in that post, along with displaying most of the same exact traits he was displaying in August of last year.
Yeah, I mean, he's super mentally ill. He probably barely has self-awareness. He has like moments of clarity and then just goes right back to it. This is the problem with someone like Fousey. Like you can't like fix him. He needs to be like taken care of by someone. He's too nuts.
Last year when he got arrested, at least to a percentage of the extent. He put up this tweet where it starts off with him saying, "Yesterday, in the midst of my self-inflicted..."
By the way, just to mention, him being arrested was hilarious. I've played this like 20 times on stream at this point, but when he got arrested, it's like literally the funniest moment of anything I've ever seen in my life. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? He tells the officer he has a big penis. Was he to police? Is it this one? Oh, it is body cam footage.
Remember about a month ago when Fousey called the police on himself and got himself put under the...
Where is the clip I'm looking for? It's when he's outside against the cop car. They're like, yeah, this is it. This is awesome.
Right? What is this man going on about? He's about to start saying some wild right here. You already know.
I don't know why y'all had to arrest me, dog.
Why is arresting you?
Fousey, you've been told you're not being arrested like 3 times. How is he still asking that question?
You're gonna go put medicine needles in me and try to sedate me?
Hospital. Have any drugs on you?
No.
Weapons?
No.
Nothing that can hurt me?
No. I got a big penis.
This is so fire. This is how you talk to cops, by the way. Tell them you have a big penis.
It could hurt you a lot. I'm gay. 9 inches. Is that on body cam?
Bro.
I'll f you so good till you love me.
Bro, this
guy's the GOAT. Once again, there's no one more entertaining than FouseyTube. There's no one more entertaining than FouseyTube. They don't exist. Find me someone you cannot.
In misery, a voice told me to go live. Something I haven't done in close to a year now, which I don't think is true because I'm pretty sure he went live January of this year, just about 6 months ago. Something I have talked to myself out of every single day leading up to this moment. I had no plan, no blueprint, no methodical rationale behind my decision, but I prayed and prayed and prayed leading up to this point and decided to trust that little voice. I pressed go live. No announcement, no social media posts, no nothing. To my surprise, the stream capped out at over 40,000 plus live viewers and trended on Twitter.
Is that real? If it was on Kick, I'm always wary of Kick numbers. I feel like they might be view botted. I know he was doing crazy on Twitch when he was doing IRL streams and crazy on Kick before, but I generally just don't trust the numbers they have on Kick. Like, especially like Neon. You see the guy streaming to 70,000 people. If he was streaming to that many people, he'd be like the biggest streamer in the world, and his numbers on YouTube just don't reflect that whatsoever. Obviously, there's going to be some discrepancy. Like, even like Aiden Razu does really well. he gets a lot of viewers, and then when he's on YouTube, he's not as well. But I don't believe that this guy is getting that many viewers. I could see like 10,000, but 40, I don't know. I just don't see it.
God is great. You don't have to have the plan. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to do your parts and trust the process. In my last, now deleted post, I spoke about how the hardest thing going through the suffering I was in was how bad it made me feel to be complaining with what's going on in Palestine. So I made sure the first thing to come out of my mouth was what the devil tried so hard to hold me back from supporting for so long. Free Palestine. P.S. You don't need to be political to have humanity. And then he attaches this video.
Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Free them of the suppression and the that they are under. Free them. Free the children.
Political activist FouseyTube. Shout out. Creators for Palestine, my boys.
Children who are getting murdered every single day in cold blood and getting and nobody batting a damn eye.
This guy needs to debate Destiny right now.
Free the fathers who have to bury their children. Free the mothers who can't even take care of their children because they don't have the resources or food to take care of their own children.
Is he smiling?
Free Palestine.
Is he like, am I wrong? Is he smiling a little bit? You guys, if you analyze his face a little bit at this moment.
Take care of their own children.
He's smiling. Am I wrong? Why is he smiling right now during this like inspirational message about the Palestinians suffering?
Free Palestine. We're going to do something big together in contributing to the funds of Palestine.
Lowboy for 10 says, Fousey was legit born to work in entertainment. I'm not sure when his mental decline started, probably around his Love Festival or whatever he called it, but it's definitely a strange decline to watch. I mean, he's always kind of had something about him. I think he's probably been suffering from bipolar his entire life. I don't know if it's something you just contract at one point, but it definitely got really bad around the time he was running the convention he was saying Drake was going to come to, right? Is what you're talking about. He's definitely born to be an entertainer. He's like the most entertaining person on YouTube of all time, in my opinion. He's literally the GOAT. He's so funny. He's so entertaining. He's also crazy. But he's not a great person, but when he's entertaining, he's really entertaining. I love it. I love it.
And helping the cause in Palestine, which is it didn't start in no damn October of 2023. It's been going on since before you were motherfucking born. Take me back to 1948. I ain't got no corporations or no businesses or no fake ass social media personalities I'm scared of not working with me, talking to me or anything by speaking my truth. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Till the day I fucking die.
And just as a reminder, he did put on his last now deleted post that he is not the same person anymore, and that's where the frustration lives. I cannot pour out of an empty pot. And this is
I feel like maybe he would be better if he were just to make YouTube videos, because then he would be able to like shut it off, right? Because when he was streaming, the problem was he just wouldn't stop streaming. He wouldn't stop going crazy. He wouldn't stop filming his entire life. But if he's able to make YouTube videos, maybe it would be better because he can kind of... But then again, he doesn't have any self-regulation. He doesn't know when to stop. Like, he's one of those guys where he just gets going and then he goes and goes and goes and goes and goes, you know? Like, I don't think you can really trust him to be on his own. He needs, like, a permanent caretaker who will actually listen to. That's, like, the only solution to him being able to be an entertainer today.
Directly in reference to him shooting down the suggestion of returning to content again. But he immediately came back and is trying to be more lively than ever, bringing back the same energy he had before, which I think will inevitably crash him out. I don't know if you're in Fousey's shoes, if you have any hope, basically, of doing content creation without just getting over, crashing out, going insane, like what happened in August of
Here's some coin from the Banana Bear Show. Much love. Thank you, brother.
last year. And Dojangles agrees with my point here pretty well in this tweet, where she says, Fousey tweeted about not being in a great place still a month or so ago. Now he's back to screaming like a maniac 10 seconds in on his first live back after 10 months. He won't be happy with his numbers just sitting there, so it's only a matter of time before he's back on the streets trying to push the limits to get those numbers back from last year. This should be fun.
Yeah, this is when he's in a manic state, once he gets started, he's like a lawnmower you can't turn off. He just goes and goes and goes. RPMs keep going up and up and up. For whatever reason, he can't regulate himself. He can't be like, okay, it's time to get off stream, time to chill out. He just keeps going and going and going, especially when he has attention. You know, for someone like this who has like delusions, who has delusions of grandeur, the worst thing they can possibly get is having that validated by the internet. Having it validated by anyone in the first place is bad. Then you mix that with the internet where he's got tens of thousands of people watching him live. He's getting attention from literally millions of people. He just gets wound the fuck up, and he can't turn down until those people are gone, which they're not going to be gone as long as he's streaming. And as long as he's streaming, it's going to end up in a total disaster like what happened last time where he got, taken away by the cops.
I think it's pretty telling that numbers are definitely all that he lives for and looks out for, given that he said that in his initial return to the internet tweet when he was talking about never building a life for Yusuf. He says, I never built a life for Yusuf. I never lived as Yusuf. I always hid behind an ego inflated by external materialism and validation and as a version of who I thought the world wanted me to be, which is why now when Yusuf is all that's left, I feel so empty. And now he's back, and one of the first things he says in his first paragraph is that his stream capped at over 40,000 live viewers and trended on Twitter.
Yeah, he's definitely numbers obsessed. He gets a high off the attention. I mean, so does everyone else, right? I get a high off the attention. When I'm streaming, on one of those big drama streams and I see like 3, 4, 5,000 live viewers, I'm like, holy I experience that to a mild degree. But I'm not mentally ill, right? I'm not mentally ill like Fousey is, so I can know when it's time to turn it off. I can be like, okay, I'm tired. It's time to chill out. I'm tired. It's time to stop covering drama right now. It's time to stop covering allegations. Got to recharge. Fousey doesn't have that. He lives for the high. It just keeps going and going. He has like a mental high from the bipolar. It's up, bro. I feel bad for this guy. I really do.
And God is great. So it seems like the main thing he's focused on is the viewer counts he's getting, and if he's trending on the internet pretty much already immediately. Now, he did delete this tweet. It's no longer exists. It's just this screenshot that I took before it was gone. But it shows that his mindset in this tweet is completely different than what he tweeted less than a month ago when he was depressed posting. And on top of that, apparently he says that he did attempt while he was in the mental hospital. And I believe he said this in his tweet a month ago, but he also repeats it now in person on stream in this clip where he talks about it here.
I fucking attempted to kill myself! Like, literally!
Wait, this is literally a repeat of the... You guys know the Keemstar clip? It's probably f***ed up to even laugh at this. Actually, no, it's not. It's funny. You guys know that clip of Fousey where he's like screaming at Keemstar on top of the car? It's like Fousey Con. You guys know that one video where he's screaming. Is it this one?
Hey! You burning in the summer while I'm bundled up in the winter.
Oh!
J. Cole, the reason, even when I hated you, I never spoke against you, because I said I want to speak to him in real life and have a face-to-face conversation. What I'm saying isn't hate. I'm just telling you as a man at 28 years old what I feel. You made me want to commit suicide last year. I wanted to kill myself because of all the attention you gave me. I rewatched videos going viral after the attention you're giving me now of you saying Fousey is the biggest piece of shit ego.
Why is he doing this with his... Why is he going like crop top mode?
I guarantee you I'll be with Drake tonight in the club. I promise you that.
I'll be with Drake tonight in the club. Why does he love Drake so much? What about Drake is so enticing to him? If he comes back, do you think he'll revive the Drake fan base? Is it possible? Because Drake is like super hated in rap right now, right? Everybody thinks he's a... Will Fousey 2 be able to single-handedly revive the Drake reputation? Is it possible? Is it possible?
Literally, I don't even say that out of mockery or anything. I'm a fucking suicide attempt survivor, and I fucking made it. Hardest thing I had to go through during my own hell and misery that I've been in is I'm over here depressed. I'm over here literally trying to take my own life. Literally tried. Literally got sent to the hospital while my people in Palestine are suffering just to fuck.
Dude, this guy needs to not be on live stream. This guy cannot be on live stream. Discussing his mental health issues, screaming about it, somehow connecting it to like a global conflict right now. This guy cannot be on stream, bro. I take back what I said about him being like he just can't be a YouTuber. He needs to be somewhere else. He's so manic, man.
Can breathe. Just to live. And I'm over here crying about my first world problem. It's a damn shame. And that was the hardest thing of the depression. That was the hardest thing of the depression. And if you don't stand with...
Palestine is the hardest thing of his depression. Dude.
Or resonate or agree with what I said.
Does he need antipsychotics? Yeah, maybe. I don't really know what the deal is with antipsychotic medication. I don't know if that has a high success rate. I personally, when I've been going through mental turmoil, I've strayed away from medication, and I'm thankful for that because I think it could have really messed up my brain chemistry. But, I mean, he seems like somebody who maybe needs to be medicated a little bit.
You and your way out. Go watch any of these other fake ass social.
Well, you heard
I
him,
think his brain chemistry is already messed up.
guys. You and anyone else. So if you think he looks messed up or insane here in any way, shape, or form, don't tell him that, I guess. I don't know. He's already bringing back the old energy that he had back in August of last year. He directly...
That stream was to satisfy his fix. Yeah, he's definitely addicted to internet attention. He's definitely super addicted to it. It's like a drug. And when he gets it, just like a drug, it ruins his life. He can't control himself.
The troll that got him swatted at his hotel that led to his arrest, saying he wants to violently stomp him into the curb and just going completely insane on him. Just watch this clip where he's
Really?
addressing the troll that got him swatted last time. Here it is.
August 21st, 2023 ruined my goddamn life, and I still...
Welcome back, Habibi. Glad to see you back and doing good. We missed you.
Still want to f up that person that made me call the cops on myself. Y'all think I'm done with that shit? Oh, I don't even want to give him the attention right now. I don't even want to say his name, but I swear to God, let me see him in real life. Literally. And I don't want to don't give him, no, stop. I was about to talk about how I would put his head on a curb and curb stomp. I don't want to give him that energy.
You just pretty much said it. You kind of failed the don't talk about the curb stomping challenge. You failed the don't go American History X mode challenge. Jesus Christ. And the thing is, like, the guy who was messing with him is evil. The guy is a piece of shit, undoubtedly. But it's all in the way you respond, right? And Fousey's a very mentally ill person. I don't think he has the faculties, the mental ability to not be able to respond in such a toxic way. Like, he can't help but feed into it. This is his major problem. This is the #1 issue with Fousey. He can't stop himself. Even now, he's like, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. Then he just says it. It's like the Kanye clip. You guys know that Kanye clip? Yeah, this one.
The thing about the red hat that drove me to a point of exhaustion, which was misdiagnosed by I'm not going to say what race, what people, doctor, and what hospital, and what media it went to. We know I can't say that. It was a Jewish doctor.
Kanye has perfect comedic timing. He's the GOAT.
I know he's going to try to ruin my life and get back under me. I don't want to talk about it. That shit ruined my life. The crash out on August 21st, 2023.
Glad to see you streaming again, BRO. Let's go. God,
Dr. Carlos says, shout out, baby. Shout out, baby. The crash out on August 21st, 2023. Woo, my God. We got to watch that back, actually.
Bro, if this guy's going to start streaming again, it's going to be a disaster. It's going to be an absolute nightmare.
We got to dissect that because I still don't watch it back till this day because I went to a state of psychosis. I watched a clip of it when I was in the elevator and I knew that I don't want to use the word manic. I don't want to be defined by these labels that these doctors give us to explain where I was at because I wasn't manic. That's not the word for it. I forgot what Susie told me to say when I expressed it, but I wasn't manic. That's not the word. Did I go into a state of psychosis and get lost in the sauce and be somewhere else? Goddamn right I did the stress.
I wasn't manic, guys. I was just psychotic for a short period of time. It's no big deal. Screw the doctors. Their labels don't define me. I was just psychotic. I was only psychotic after all. It's whatever. Like, what's it? This guy is like, every time he gets on stream, he just completely loses his self-awareness. He loses any ability to faithfully reinterpret his life, and instead he just starts coping about it.
But the reason that I knew I was in a state of psychosis is because when I watched back the stream, a clip of it, I saw me in the elevator, and I was literally in the elevator telling the cops, I have more God eyes on me than the president. The only other time I said that was July 15th, and I knew, ooh, buddy, you were not there. You were gone. You were in another dimension. You were literally.
But right now he's in the right dimension. Right now he's fine. Right now he's cool. Right now he's all good.
Literally controlled by somewhere else. Like
Is the chat summary really calling him Kanye West? That's awesome. He does remind me of Kanye, just the way he talks. They definitely both have whatever, like the same thing. It's bipolar, right?
I need to do a documentary on the G7 era because I promise you there was energy in me that could be felt. That literally, I remember there was a time me and that one girl, that was the biggest fumble of my life. That was the biggest fumble of my life. I remember calling her from the psych ward because we were supposed to go on a date. And if I got on that day and just done that, then that never would have happened. I remember calling her in the psych ward like, hey, what's good? We still good? We still Gucci? We still gonna get it on after this? And she literally told me, she's like, nah, like, no, like you are gone. And then
Yeah, so if none of the other clips before told you that this guy is still absolutely lost, then I don't know how that one won't paint that picture for you. I mean, the random tangent into just talking about the girl, just jumping from thought to thought, addressing the troll, threatening him with violence. He's basically displaying every single character trait he was displaying last year already on his first stream back. Now, once again, I said this in my last video, I don't really keep up with Fousey. Some people in the comments or watching right now might be more educated on his history than I am, and that's totally fair. So maybe...
What are the comments saying? I'm very curious. I wasn't manic. I was in state of psychosis. You were manic, yeah. Damn. The fire department eventually came. I'm in bad shape, but I will survive. Why is he always screaming? Well, he likes the sound of his own voice for sure. This guy just needs serious help, man. He cannot be online. He cannot be exposed to the internet with the potential to be ogled at and laughed at and mocked at by everyone. Someone in his family needs to get him offline. But the problem is that you really can't without like a 5150, and even when you get that, that's a temporary thing, right? He's an adult. He legally can make decisions for himself. He's going to go right back. I'm guaranteeing it right now. The next 4 months are going to be insane before he crashes out again.
This is how he always acts on his grand return when he comes back from some break or some episode. I don't know if this is a constant repeated pattern of behavior for him, but it's pretty obviously what's happening here, at least, if it has not also happened multiple times in the past that I'm not aware of. But he also got into it with Sneeko because pretty much right after he made his long, now deleted post about his depression, Sneeko responded back, subtweeting him, just simply saying depression is gay, dismissing Fousey's entire post.
So true. Sneeko, base Sneeko moment. What's that Keemstar thing?
Called him.
There's this Keemstar thing where he was like, anxiety isn't real, just sip beer. He got a lot of shit for this on Twitter. You know what I'm talking about? I found it. The drug companies invent all these illnesses so they could sell drugs to morons. Social anxiety 100% is a fake invented illness. So they can sell drugs to you and make millions. Stop being weak. Society is literally going to die if you keep this bullshit up. Real talk, if you suffer from panic attacks and you're old enough to drink, the best way to stop a panic attack real quick is to have a sip of beer. You only need like 3 sips. Absolutely destroyed. He was right. He said Dollar in the Woods was written by Keem about Fousey's dead dog. Yeah, dude, I remember. I covered that on stream when it happened. King of Nothing was there, actually, funnily enough. FouseyTube, dead dog, Keemstar. Can I find the clip? Oh, yeah, this is it. This is a legendary video.
That's what you're doing. Because I'm grinding with my own success. I don't need to use somebody else's name. You've never done anything that's creative. You made one song called Dollar in the Woods. And first of all, my dog that died that I buried in the woods was named Dollar. So go f yourself first.
The level of delusion you need to be on to believe that the existence of that song, which, by the way, the song has existed before FouseyTube's dog died, I'm pretty sure. The idea that the existence of that song is because his dog died in the woods and the entire purpose of it is for Keemstar to mock his dead dog is insane.
First off. Second off.
Wait, what? You've hit me with some crazy accusations, but that right there, that's the fucking one that
was I like when his mouth gets really close to the camera. He's doing this thing. He's like, was my dog named Dollar or what? What was the name of my dog? Was it the name of my dog Dollar? Was it really Dollar? Oh, it was. It was Dollar, wasn't it? What was the name of the song you made, you uncreative? I think that's a good angle. I think we should all do that. We should all just hold the camera right about here. I think that's good. I think it's cool. I think that's sick.
My dog named Dollar?
So you actually think that Dollar in the Woods
was my dog named Dollar?
Answer this question. Was my dog named Dollar?
Do you really believe that?
You're not answering my question. Was my dog named Dollar?
Yes, it was.
Did I bury Dollar in the woods in my New Jersey house?
I can't believe this.
I don't know.
Did you release a song after his burial called Dollar in the Woods?
Bro.
Exactly.
This guy is just the GOAT. This guy is amazing. This guy's like the funniest person to ever live, ever. There's no one better. There's no one better. Once again, the most entertaining person to ever do it. FouseyTube is the greatest entertainer of all time. If you disagree with me, you're just wrong. You're just straight up wrong. Okay? He might be onto something. He is. He connected the dots, dude. I was talking about connecting the dots with a power imbalance the other day between the World Trade Center and the plane. This is a serious power imbalance, dude.
He was live, and here's the clip of them talking.
But can you also admit now that depression's kind of gay?
I literally posted a post about the depression I was in just to have your ass tweet and say depression is for pussies. Call it what you want to call it, but that shit is real. There is darkness in this world.
Right, the same reason you don't want to call it mania, because you don't want to go and attach your energy and your aura to that idea. The same reason you shouldn't call it depression, call it shaitan. You need to get the devil away. You need to get closer to God.
99% of people...
As if Sneeko actually believes that. Tattooed hairline? Yeah, he does have a tattooed hairline, doesn't he? That's badass. That's what I'm going to do.
Or going through the mind state and the suffering that I'm in right now choose to kill themselves. The 1% that don't stay alive but are suffering, wishing they could kill themselves. And I was part of that 1%.
For the 5.
So for what I was going through, I'll be damned if it's called being a pussy.
So yeah, he fights with Sneeko, basically says he's part of the 1% who didn't end himself. Even though in the same stream he talks about that he attempted. And that's not to sit here and degrade someone attempting or anything like that. It's just to show that this guy obviously is completely all over the place. And he's not chilled out in his return stream. If anything, he's just as hyped up as he was before. And the moment he's back on the streets, it's over. I mean, it's over for bro. There was also a clip.
It's over for bro. You're right.
Of him interacting with Your Rage, because he basically said he was going to be friends with Your Rage, and that kind of fell out. And Your Rage gave him a friendly response and said, "It's not over." Here's that clip.
There's one thing that happened during my phase that I was in.
That chat is so tough. That chat is so tough, bro.
I had a relationship with Your Rage. Not a relationship like that, but like we had like a brotherhood going on. I remember.
Not a relationship like that? Makes you question the I felt gay clip.
I don't remember what I would talk to him about, but I remember calling him in Miami. I was going to pull up to him and do a stream with him. And we were like, I was becoming close with somebody who I've always...
Does Sneeko have bipolar? I'm not really sure, bro. I mean, I remember at one point, I remember Sneeko talking about how when he was a child, everybody called him mentally ill. He'd been called mentally ill his entire life. It's possible, but I really don't know. I really don't know.
Watched from afar, and then I crashed out. And I lost that chance of being like close with him, cool with him, collabing with him, talking to him, because I became this version of myself that didn't know how to talk or be friends with anybody. And that's something I always just missed. So shout out to Ray.
I love you.
First of all, what? Don't ever say you lost your chance. Never. That was crazy though. Like we were becoming like, you know what I'm saying? We had just got each other's numbers. We were on the phone, on stream one time. We were texting. He even gave me his location, and then boom, that whole situation happened, and I just didn't hear from him.
What kind of garb is this? I've never seen this kind of garb before in my location. What kind of garb? Is this a medieval type thing? And he's got this kind of thing. He's like in the Sahara desert right now. Something strange going on.
I was like, damn. But don't say you lost your chance, gang. Like, come on. I'm not judgmental like that. Come on. I'm not gonna judge someone like that. That's crazy. You didn't lose no chance. Trust.
So it's not like Fousey's completely cut off from the internet, or he's lost all hope, or everyone's abandoning him or something like that. But it is true, in my opinion, that he is displaying basically all the traits that he displayed before.
It's an untied do-rag? Oh, my bad. Wave check.
There is a crash out that is inevitably going to happen here. I highly doubt that he will be able to fully avoid it, given that his first stream back is basically already at least a percentage of the way towards how bad he was back in August. But I don't know, maybe it's possible. Maybe this is just the regular Fousey. It's going to be a cycle again. Everything will blow up in his face again. And maybe you guys are not even surprised in the slightest. If that's the case, I don't know. Let me know. But that's all I really got to say about this. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Pretty decent video from Connor. I liked it. You know, Fousey is, like I said, you can't deny it, one of the greatest entertainers of all time. I think he's really funny. He's not an amazing person by any means. He definitely needs some serious help. But, in a way I'm a fan. I don't hate him, There's things about him I hate, but I don't hate him just because I've gotten so much entertainment just from watching his shit.
Pumping up the meter. Roll me a ringleader, bad party bleeder. Take this with a storm. Lead after lead after leader. Hey, can you dig it? I come alive, y'all give me what you got. Back up, come Stick up, pump your fist up. You take the shot of no buckshots and bust slip up. This morning like a kid, gonna make it feel alright. Move it up all night, body rock. Show me what you got, let go break. Slip up. This morning like a kid, gonna make it feel alright. Move it up all night, body rock. Show me what you got, let go break. Hey, hey.